Blade is finally coming to your screen, and not in the way you think. We're also breaking down what's ahead in Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1, and diving into the latest twist from Alien Earth, Episode 3. And that's just the start. There's so much more waiting for you today on the show, so let's get into it. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, everybody.
What up?
So we have special guest Matt from Hops Geek News. If you are not following them, check them out. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks guys for having me, man. I'm wicked pumped. I know I've seen Megan pop on here, and Blake, you and I have interacted a bunch, and so getting to finally pop on over here on a weekend that worked out. I'm pretty psyched, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll have to have y'all back on here soon, sometime in the future too, when Lauren's back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know she's on a Disney cruise this weekend. You know how she said, I have to go on a Disney cruise. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
The absolute worst. But something that you guys do sometimes on your podcast is you drink beer because it's the Hops News. So what exactly are you drinking today?
Yes. So this brewery, they closed down. And one thing that I really liked about this brewery is they would always crowdsource their recipes. So they would always vote like this is the best one. And so it's Mobcraft Brewery out of Wisconsin. It's batshit crazy. It's a coffee brown ale with like lactose and stuff like that. I grabbed it
Nice.
mainly because this is one of my favorites from them. I'm pumped to be here. It matches my shirt. You know, I'm just kind of one of those people. But yeah, we do like to talk a beer and shout out like a local brewery. It's something we've done for 5 years now.
That's great.
That's
I love
awesome.
that name too.
I know it's awesome, man. It's the fact that they just, crowdsource beers was a killer idea. So when they closed down, I was like, no, that it was terrible.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, y'all ready to jump into some Marvel?
Let's go.
do it.
So Blade is finally slashing his way back to the screens, but it may be in a way you did not see coming.
Yeah. So when I saw this news that Blade is actually coming to Marvel Zombies versus the actual like Blade movie, I was just like, oh damn! And it's not even voiced by Mahershala Ali; it's by Todd Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
this
totally
movie?
not like, yeah. So they totally like just cut him out, and they were like, all right, so we're bringing Blade. Like Blade, yes, is promised that we will for sure be doing the Blade thing. So now there isn't just only one Blade. There's only one Blade. That's no longer a thing. Blade is actually going to have.
Marvel was just like, okay, guys, we hear you. Enough with asking me about Blade. Take him in this 4-episode series. Oh my god! And we're like, no, now we can't complain, but still, like, what are we doing? This is zombies. It makes sense. Like the Midnight Suns, it's all there. Like
I know.
Man.
And to me, this is almost like, hopefully I'm hoping, maybe I'm just being too positive and wishful thinking, but this is maybe one step closer to getting him on screen. Kind of like last week we talked about Cal Kestis. Been waiting for Cal Kestis to be on live action. Well, we're getting him, but it's going to be in a Lego Star Wars series. So.
But at least it's his voice. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm kind of surprised they don't have, at least either Wesley Snipes trying to do the voice since he's so, there's only ever going to be one Blade.
Yeah.
Just not ask him. He probably doesn't even know about this. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
probably not. This actually would have maybe not have been a good idea to have Wesley Snipes, because it probably would have maybe cemented the idea of maybe there is only ever going to be one Blade.
That's true. Like, they're not helping their case any by sneakily.
Right.
But
Oh man. But also Scarlet Witch fans, you can breathe easy. Maybe she's one character Marvel won't be recasting after Secret Wars supposedly.
good.
Yeah, and that's according to the scooper Alex Perez, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, like, so that makes me like nervous because that could also mean that they're just like not bringing Scarlet Witch back. I guess in my brain,
We're not
like I'm like what if they just like kill her out and then they just don't bring her back, and that's why they're not recasting her because psych, we're just not bringing her into the new stuff. So.
Yeah, too, because I feel like she's one character that's been around just as she's been around since the second Avengers movie. So she kind of they've I haven't loved their way that they've treated her. I'll say that. They really could have done a lot better. Multiverse of Madness just rubbed me wrong. She had her coming back arc, and then they just kind of undid that. So I want to see her on the side of the X-Men or the side of the Avengers. Like
That's what I've been saying. I would love to see her with the X-Men.
Yeah. I love her character, and I hope that they are not done with her, because like you said, it was not justice. It was not justified at all the way they took her out, supposedly. I'm still hoping for a lot of things to happening in that poof of red smoke we seen. I'm hoping that was not death. So
no, I don't
allegedly.
think she's definitely not, because they didn't show her body. She like the
exactly.
Proof, in my opinion, that's her doing magic to be alive still. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even with the Agatha All Along series, we just saw like a foot, and then we never saw like it was her face or anything. We just saw like the little tag on the toe, right? So we don't know for sure if that was her.
Finally
or not.
getting her kids too, nonetheless. So
right.
Like, come on.
How are we gonna get them? And now you don't have her in the picture. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think she like threw herself in some, maybe to like protect herself, because she destroyed the Darkhold and supposedly in every universe. I think she threw herself in like some dimension, almost like self-imprisoned type thing. I don't know. I'm wishful thinking. So
if we can bring Robert Downey Jr. back as Doctor Doom, then I don't want to hear any excuses. Is all right. Right, Feige?
Oh man. See, Yelena Belova swinging into Spider-Man Brand New Day supposedly. So has Florence Pugh coming back so soon before Doomsday?
Yeah, I really hope that this is the Daniel Rickman truth. Because like he has like a lot of scoops, and I'm just hoping that this is one of the ones that he's right about, because I would love to have her back so soon.
The prospect of her and Punisher for some reason fighting each other, like would be a sick fight sequence. Just those two on screen. I know we're supposed to have the Hulk and whoever else in this, but I just really want to see her and Punisher face off for some reason. I don't know, so it needs to be true, please.
Would you, if you wanted to see her face off with Punisher, would you want Spider-Man in the mix too, or just the two of them in like a scene?
I feel like I kind of want both, because you can kind of have them square off, right? Have their thing, and then, or you could even have an initial fight sequence. You could have Spider-Man there and kind of trying to break it up, because whether he's on Yelena's side, because maybe she's part of the new Avengers, she's trying to recruit Spider-Man. Or so then they come across Punisher for whatever reason, and then he's trying to break it up, and then maybe something happens later on to where they're back at each other's throats and have a fight sequence. There's probably a way you can have both, and I'm selfish, so give me both.
I would love just the idea of both of those characters interacting with Spider-Man, because you know that he would get on both of their nerves with how cheery, positive, and happy-go-lucky he is, because they're both like darker, grittier characters,
depressed, and
Guys, like
nobody remembers me, but hey, at least I'm alive, right?
Yeah. I can literally see like actually Yelena and the Punisher battling, but end up teaming up because Spider-Man pops in and he gets on their nerves so bad they actually like both dislike of him is why they team up together.
That would actually be cool. Those two have to fight Spider-Man because he's coming to stop them because he thinks they're bad guys. And they're both just like, my sister's dead. And he's like, my family's dead. And Peter's like, well, my friends are dead to me.
Well, Aunt May just died, right? That's he's got a dead aunt, however you say it.
And then, some of the leaks out there is a good prospect because it looks like there's the like the street gangs and things like that. And it looks like they might be trying. I wish they could bring in Kingpin. I know there's rights issues, but my hope would be the anti-vigilante task force would be a way for them all to converge at the same time. But here's hoping.
I want to see Vincent on the big screen.
Yes.
I want to see him on the big screen so bad.
Gotta see him with Spider-Man. I mean, Kingpin is as much a Daredevil enemy as he is a Spider-Man. Like he is New York. So if you're in New York, he's the mayor right now. So I don't really know how you get around not showing the mayor of New York somehow, but
right. And plus, like I grew up on the '90s animated Spider-Man, and Kingpin was the big bad. I mean, so like, how you not going to give? You're going to give all these fans what they want if you put him on the big screen in the Spider-Man title. Like,
you want to make $1 billion again? Okay, you're tired of people talking about box office.
Yeah. No, for sure. Speaking of Spider-Man Brand New Day, they also just added Charmel Tillman to the cast, and it's unknown what his role is going to be. But I'm so happy about this because I'm obsessed with Severance, and like this, I love his character in Severance. But like, as soon as I heard this the other day, I was like, oh yes.
I heard he might be playing Norman Osborn potentially, which would line up with. I know what was it? Not Brand New Day, the animated show that they just came.
Coleman Domingo played him.
Yeah, they were supposed to have it be set in that universe. They're not anymore, but it would still kind of line up in a roundabout way if he does come in and play Norman Osborn. I think we're about ready to get some Oscorp in the MCU as well.
Yeah. I would like to see him not be Norman Osborn. I would like them to bring Coleman Domingo in to be the live action.
Yeah.
And make him Tombstone.
Ooh, that would be really good. That would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Coleman Domingo, like I couldn't picture him, like his voice and stuff. Like I've been wanting to see him for a while in Marvel, but then like when he came on in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I was like, oh, this is a good Norman.
It was a really good show too.
Yeah, really good. And I was like, he would actually kill it as a live action one. Like,
yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Now that you bring up Tombstone as well, I loved what they did with his storyline in that show.
Yeah.
And so again, I know they're not the same universe anymore, but you could still do it, man. You can hand wave anything. Multiverse is a broad word, all right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, and because of that, I mean, it wouldn't have to match up with the age thing like we've seen in the animated series. So, but I'm just happy he's in there. I'm so happy. And like there's more talk about Sadie Sink up to about there's even more rumors, I guess. I know it's been a rumor for a while, but even more like leaning heavy into she's supposed to be Jean Grey.
That's what I've been saying. Do it.
I don't want to see her come in as Jean Grey. I want to see her as a good character, main character. I still think she's going to be a love interest of some sort, build up to.
I really want her to be Black Cat. I don't know why. Like that's who I really want her to be, and I wouldn't want them to introduce Jean Grey. That doesn't vibe with me. I guess just because I'm tired of Spider-Man being so large universe. Like we're already pushing it, bringing Hulk back for a reason, which I'm like, not really sure how I feel about that because Hulk has just had his own issues in the MCU. But if we could like keep it low key, not where it's a world ending thing. So I don't really know if I want you to bring Jean Grey and the X-Men because you already you've been toying around. You've got Miss Marvel teased as a mutant. There's ways there. I am ready for new X-Men, but I don't know if I want in a Spider-Man yet because I'm tired of his story being everybody else's story.
It's true. It's true. I've been wanting to see Black Cat, honestly. I don't know if I would pick her to play Black Cat, even though I think she's a great actress. I've been wanting to see a live-action Black Cat once again since I've seen her so much in the 90s in the animated series. So,
we also toyed around last week with the idea of her being Gwen.
I'd be okay with that, too.
Yeah.
I guess my other thing is that we left, Mary Jane, and like she's still around, but I think we need to cool off MJ for a movie or two as well. There's so many other storylines out there. Gwen Stacy, Felicia Day, you can go anywhere with it. Kind of give us something new and fresh before we maybe end Holland's arc as Spider-Man, whether he hangs up the suit at some point. Finally getting that moment with him and MJ together, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Like on Spider-Man thing, like I'm finally glad to see, or I thought we were going to see him like really on his own in the Spider-Man we've all known and loved through, no matter what source you've liked Spider-Man through. But like more and more as the weeks go on, more and more characters get thrown in it. I'm like, whew, this is going to be cram-packed again.
I know, and it just always worries me because every time we start throwing a million characters in there, there's only so much you can focus on with these other characters while not sacrificing the overall story. And we just left off an emotional arc with Peter losing everybody he's loved. And so I feel like let him kind of come back from that. Let him figure out how to be a hero on his own. He probably has like the largest rogue gallery aside from like Batman at that. Like let's show some of these other people that are, Scorpion I think is supposed to come back. That would be cool. I would love to see Rhino as well. I feel like that'd be a fun villain. Kraven, I didn't hate the Kraven movie. I'll tell you right now, if they didn't mention anything about spiders, it would be just a B-rated action movie. But I would love to see maybe Kraven the Hunter come in. That would be great too. And then, or even you've had Spider-Man enough. Let's bring in Venom. I don't know. There's a lot of different things you could do.
Yeah. But I think about Craven, I won't get off on that tangent. But like,
We'll
I
save that
think,
for next
I
time.
think oh my God, I'm drawing blank. Aaron,
Aaron
Taylor Jones.
Johnson.
Lewis.
There we go.
Oh, was
Aaron
it?
Taylor
Jones?
Johnson.
Johnson.
Aaron Taylor
Yeah,
Johnson.
Johnson.
That's a J.
Like
Close.
he's a great actor too. Like I think he actually physically looks like a great Craven, and I think he could play a great Craven if he was given, the right script and director and stuff. So
Decent. Just get out of Sony, please.
yeah, yeah. But speaking of Spider-Man, Beyond the Spider-Verse is moving forward a little bit more. So Shamik Moore is already back in the booth. He made a post this past week on Instagram that he is recording. So finally.
I'm over here just like,
Man.
when are we gonna get it? Because it keeps getting pushed back.
I just can't believe they really said that it's going to come out a year after the last one, and then, oh, just kidding, we haven't even done anything on the movie yet. It's like, wait, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Did you typo it? Did you mean to hit a 7 instead of 5? Like, what happened here?
Yeah. Well, not just that, but then on top of that, I mean, like, we're getting pretty excited because we've gotten, a lot of good sources about Miles coming into the MCU soon. Well, then just, 3-4 weeks ago, Sony's like, you can't touch Miles yet until this comes out. And then you can do Miles in the MCU. And we're like, my gosh. Like,
But then that's also what we were talking about before, is that we could theoretically still get like Prowler, because we technically already have the Prowler with Childish Gambino. And then we can get like maybe his parents, or like kind of start to get the pieces. Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, like if
hopefully they will.
They teased his dad because the finale of Spider-Verse is supposed to be 27 is what I've seen. So if you do Brand New Day next summer, you could his dad could be one of the cops, like Miles Morales' dad could be a cop that he talks to. And I would love to have Donald Glover back as Prowler too. That would be awesome.
Yes.
But if you tease like maybe somebody gets hurt and they talk to, it's Miles' mom, or it's one of the cops or his dad, boom, there's your thread. And then this movie comes out the next year. And now we can finally get Miles in and some buddy cop action.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if they really wanted to get to something, they could even bring him in as early as season 2 of Daredevil. And then even a bigger tease of Spider-Man. Yes. And then, because it'd be cool to see like Miles's dad being the one that kind of is like against, joining in with the Punisher force, and so like he's one of the stand-up cops that's against it type thing, but we just get like a couple little scenes of it.
That would be killer. Oh, Daredevil's like my favorite thing that Marvel's doing anyways, so that would lose my mind.
Kind of wrap us up with Marvel, one last thing. So Alan Cumming has been talking. This guy's been talking a lot since he's been cast and been announced. But he reveals Avengers Doomsday was a little lonelier than expected, and he filmed many scenes in total isolation.
I'm not buying
that
it.
Was so he just said like 3 days ago to like Vanity or something that he was doing all of these scenes alone in a booth with a green screen, and there's a lot of scenes that he didn't even know who he was acting with. He was just doing the scenes, the motions, and he has no idea who the other people were. I was like,
This is the guy who is the host of the show Traitors, which is all about lying and backstabbing. Okay, I'm not buying it, because he's probably just saying that to get out of having to be asked 1,000,001 questions about Doomsday. Because number one, they're still writing the script apparently, and number two, what better way to be like, oh yeah, I have no idea, I was just me alone green screening it up, and then people will be like, all right, there you go, there's your headline.
Well, also, this could be what him and Kevin had a talk with lately, and Kevin's like, listen, you got to put out some other shit, because if you notice, like, what he's been on some interviews and stuff, he's been just talking. I mean, he talked about him punching Pedro Pascal in the face in a fight scene. There's been a couple other things he's let slip up, and people are like, okay, I think he was not meant to actually let out this much info. So I think this is damage controls by him saying this.
That's what I'm saying. He's saying it so that way it can be like, oh, now we can't ask him any more questions. I'm not buying it.
He is Floop too from, what was it, Spy Kids?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you gotta always bring that back. I always bring it back.
Oh man. Well, y'all ready to jump into some DC?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
So, Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 1, The Ties That Grind. So, what have you been thinking about it so far? What's your thoughts on how it started out?
So this is going to be a humble brag. I'm sorry in advance. I have seen the first 5 episodes of this show.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you screened them. Yeah.
So getting to watch them, and then like I haven't been allowed to say anything. So then finally, thank God I can talk about the fact that his brother's there and this alternate universe. I thought the first episode was awesome. I think in this episode, especially, John Cena has upped his acting game with how emotional he gets in this first episode, which was awesome. And then there's also that one there's a very boys-esque type scene as well that I was just watching, and my kid had started to come downstairs, and I was like, no, get back upstairs. No.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, I was not.
Yeah. Don't watch this with the whole family.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They knew not to come, but then they were coming down for a snack just as that certain scene started to happen. I was like, no. It's really good so far. I really vibed and dug the first, and then the way that they just made it what's canon and what wasn't right off the bat, especially the Justice Gang. I was like, I'm down for this. We don't need an overly big explanation. Boom,
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. No, I see people online complaining about that. Like, oh, he took the easy route out. I'm actually okay with that. I thought it was actually creative. I'm like, I like how they did that. I'm like, you don't have to go in depth to get complicated about it. It's that simple, that right there. But
I agree.
Man,
and I will always take Guy Gardner 10 times out of 10 just talking crap to anybody and everybody. I was just so unhinged. Him, and then also James Gunn even said that like Maxwell Lord he didn't like the retcon in comics because Maxwell Lord was always kind of not a bad guy. He just kind of was on his own side, which they're going to stick to that origin over him being the bad guy, which I think actually works really well too in this universe. And I do feel like they're going to set him up to eventually have Wayne Enterprises or whatever take over the Justice League when they all get formed and everything. But having Maxwell Lord, Hawk Girl, and Guy Gardner be there just interviewing people, and we see, Bunny come running out and just the different characters we see. It was incredible. I have absolutely no notes. I loved how he did that.
Yeah, I would say like the comedy is still just as strong as the first season, but man, like you said, he really has upped his game. Like John, so I'll be completely honest right now. I am not a John Cena fan. Never have been. I still wasn't completely sold with him even in the Suicide Squad. It just didn't do it for me. But then when Peacemaker season 1 came out, dude, I fell in love with it. And I'm like, okay, I actually love this, and I love John Cena in Peacemaker season 1, and this I can't wait. There's just so much more. It's crazy. There's a lot of different takes I didn't expect them to go with. Just seeing the first episode, and and the whole Maxwell Lord scene with them interviewing. That's probably it was so funny, so
guys,
funny.
I can hear you. What do you mean? I can hear you. Like, how about now? Oh, it was good, and it didn't go on too long either.
No.
When you do comedy moments, it goes on a little too long. Perfect here.
It was perfect length. It wasn't too short, but it also wasn't too long. Oh man, yeah. And I didn't know where they're going with that. Like I was like, oh man, like is something really about to happen? Like where he's gonna like maybe be like a intern or something and work his way up to it. And like nah, nope.
I also didn't expect at the end because we kind of had to figure how the theories were DC universe. How is it going to get into it? I knew he was probably going to end up killing the alternate version of himself, but I didn't, and I thought that was going to be how he makes himself into this universe. Instead, the way they did it was way more clever. In that fight, it was a whole accident. That was wicked cool.
Yeah. It's not the route that I thought. I thought one of them was going to kill. I actually thought that when I first seen the first teaser trailer, I thought the other dimension Peacemaker was going to kill the one we've seen from season 1, and that's how they were going to throw away with that universe, and we were going to be in the new universe by going in that way, and it's completely not what we're getting. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that for the next few weeks. So.
Oh yeah, same. We got it through October, like till October or whatever, and I can't wait. James Gunn has been teasing like how the 6th and 8th episode are his favorite he's done as well. And I'm like, but he's not going to send him out. And I'm like, dang it, James, you got me hooked. Like, come on, man. And I'll be watching just like you guys. And I really cannot wait to see where we go with this. It's incredible.
Yeah, I've seen.
As a DC fanboy, like, thank God we're happy. We have hope again.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like I've always wanted to like DC, but I've never cared for it, as in like the live action, and I enjoyed Superman. So like this actually has me excited because it's
That's
just
how
another thing
Lauren
to be
was.
excited about.
Lauren is a Marvel. She was, and so far she loved Superman more than Fantastic Four. Not that it's one or the other, but she's Marvel through and through, and I'm DC. And then she finally was like, "Wow, I'm really excited for DC now." And that's how you know it's good, when the other side of the aisle and the people who don't really care about these characters are now,
Right.
I'm sold, and it just,
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah, that was me. Straight up, that was me. We did a whole like breakdown, and I was like, yeah, no, I actually did
Yeah.
like Superman more than I liked Fantastic
You
Four,
just walked out
and that
feeling
hurt
good.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, huh, that's interesting. So now, after Creature Commandos, I haven't watched Peacemaker yet, but Superman, I'm just like,
Wait, we
okay.
just spoiled it for you. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm still gonna watch it. That's the thing too, is I'm still gonna watch it. Like it is what it is, right? I know that I'm on the late train on this one, so
There's just so much to watch out there, right? It's really hard to just sometimes keep up. There's so much to watch.
yeah.
But one
Yeah.
thing that me and her think about it's wild considered like what the internet feels though. We actually like Thunderbolts more than Fantastic Four
I
and
did
Superman.
too, though.
That is
I
true.
actually did too.
Yeah.
I liked well, I didn't like it more than Superman, but I did like Thunderbolts more than Fantastic Four, which I was surprised
Yeah.
about. But Thunderbolts was so good. They really
It
So
was
good.
so good, so solid.
Yeah.
It made me feel like a lot of like deep emotional feelings
Yeah.
that I wasn't expecting.
Same. They
Yep.
played into the whole just like depression and stuff like that really, really well, which is something a lot of people can relate to, whether they want to admit or not. And the way they wrapped Thunderbolts up, it was kind of a self-contained story too, and set you up for the future, which I thought it did a really good job with. And so it's probably like my favorite Marvel movie of the year, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I even like Brave New World for what it was. Like I actually really like that. There's a lot of good scenes in that. So
Yeah.
honestly, I would say Brave New World is probably my second, if that's a hot take to drop. I think
Oh.
I liked Brave New World more than I liked Fantastic Four.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
that is a hot
this
take.
is news. Okay.
Okay. Oh man. So James Gunn actually says Blue Beetle fits the DCU seamlessly as Peacemaker. Curious now because like I know a while back, I want to say like maybe a year ago, we got teased that he's like that can be an Elseworld. It can still be in the DCU. It can be an Elseworld. And I think later on they're like, no, it's not going to be part of anything. And now he's back to saying this. So I actually enjoyed Blue Beetle. I had a good time with it watching it. I would be okay if it was. I don't know how he wants to, if he's going to miss us in an Elseworld or whatever, but I would be okay with this. I thought all the actors did pretty decent in this, and I liked like where they kind of left us hanging off and where the story was going to continue on to. What's y'all's thoughts on this?
I really liked Blue Beetle. I thought it was probably out of the old DC. I would say it's probably one of my favorite DC films from the old regime, right? And it was beautiful. There's certainly a way they didn't really reference any other larger DC universe there. So
Right.
if you want to be like, hey, he's in this, I don't see why not. It was another self-contained story. It was very beautiful. I thought the actors, actresses, they all did a great job. The suit was amazing.
Yeah.
And it really was slept on. It felt a lot like Iron Man 1 in that you're getting set up with this character, and Blue Beetle's a very strong character. And so if you wanted to even bring in your Teen Titans, which they're talking about doing, he could be a really good way to kind of bring the Titans together and get involved with them as well.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, and I mean that script's being written right now as we speak. So I think it's almost finished actually.
I would even I forget his name off the top of my head, but Jolo, he was really good in Cobra Kai, so I like him as an actor, and then he did really good in that. So I want to see more of him myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I absolutely did love Blue Beetle, and just like AD said in the comments that he thought Blue Beetle was slept on, just as like Matty had said as well. But I definitely did like it. I did think that there were like some corny scenes, especially at the end when they kissed. I was just like, I don't understand where that came from, but cool, whatever. That aside from that, like I thought it was a really good movie.
Let's not forget how hilarious George Lopez's character was too.
Okay, he was. He perfect. Batman is a fascist. this was unhinged as only George Lopez could be. Which, if
Yeah.
you've seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl, like I was getting
Yes.
vibes from that as well. Not to bring up some Spy Kids action, but that's what that makes me think of. Oh my god, he was just
His giant face.
still haunts me. My kids love that movie for some reason, so it's probably not too much, which is why I still remember everything in that movie.
Yeah.
So there is one thing we threw to finish off DC last minute that you don't know about, but I had to throw this on there when I came across it today. So Rainn Wilson wants in on Gunn's DCU, and he wants to be Plastic Man. He said I think he said he's even spoke this to James Gunn. He's like, I even told him I want to be Plastic Man. I don't.
So as soon as you said this, I immediately said, Recyclops must be destroyed. Because if anybody knows, I love The Office. Currently, already rewatching the fan episodes and stuff. So that one was one of the ones where Dwight Schrute was Recyclops, and he was doing all the recycling, like little things. So when you said Plastic Man, my mind immediately went like Recyclops is coming back. Let's go.
But I don't think he would be, as much as I love Rainn Wilson, I don't think he'd be a good Plastic Man. There's a lot of other people I think that would fit that character better.
I agree. I'm not sure I can see him as Plastic Man. However, I would not be opposed to him being in the DC in some regard.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? Maybe he gets cast there and he blows our minds. Whatever. I'm all for. I trust James Gunn. So if he were to say, just this is who our this is our Batman for it, I'd be like, all right, whatever. I guess
Our Batman.
I'll follow you. I guess.
Can you imagine Rainn Wilson as our Batman?
Oh my god, ridiculous.
Only if it was a part of like the Bateman series with like Jason Bateman, where he did like the commercial. I feel like that would be
the State Farm or whatever.
the style.
It was.
Yeah.
It would be an Elseworld.
Oh, AD said he would be a great Riddler. I like that.
I could see that.
Question. Sorry. Oh God.
Actually,
like I said, The
not to
Office.
Question. I wouldn't be opposed to that because I feel like he has the right amount of like dry, snarky humor. The Question does that. I could just throw a trench coat, blank his face, and put a hat on him. Yeah, I could see that.
Or the Trickster.
Oh yeah.
Actually, as a Trickster, yeah. I don't know if nobody can do Trickster quite as well as Mark Hamill, but
right.
So all right, that's all we got for DC. So we'll go ahead and hop into our one thing in Star Wars.
Let's go.
Oscar Isaac says, what?
Dying over here in the comments. AD said, question, which bat is best? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oscar Isaac says he had returned to a galaxy far, far away, but only if the story is worth it. Do y'all see a story where you think Poe Dameron or another character you don't see his face but he plays would make sense?
First of all, it's Val Kilmer Batman. Come on, man. Those movies are made. Second of all, oh God, I like Oscar Isaac, and I like.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a problem with him. At this point, I'm almost ready. Just give me something Star Wars because I think there's nothing more exhausting than announcing a Star Wars movie and then they just never come out. So I don't know, man. Star Wars is like my favorite fandom. So yeah, if there's something good to do, please. I thought a Rogue Squadron movie or something taking place if we're going in a new universe and you bring him back and he's leading some sort of Rogue Squadron and you get like a Top Gun style movie with X-Wings and things, that would be killer. I don't know why we're not doing that, but you know, that's why I'm not in the seat, but that would be cool. I really like that.
Do you think that's where Starfighter's leaning towards? Something like that?
I would love to, because I know for back, like Patty Jenkins was supposed to do something like that and then it got canceled, but I would be so down if Starfighter was something along those lines, because not everything. I personally lately have really enjoyed the Star Wars that were not Force related. So if you want something that wasn't so hung up on the Force and things of that nature, I would be super in for that. You know, give him, hey, they're whether it's the First Order, which I think we could just move on from. There's some bigger thing looming in the galaxy. Maybe that sets us.
There's so many books. Yeah. There's so many different things that they can do. There's so many galaxies, so many worlds.
Yeah.
There is so many stories, and like why are we not going off of some of this? And like the Yuuzhan Vong was a really, really good one. If there's just so many stories out there, we can move away from the Skywalkers for a little bit, I think.
I would
sure.
love to move away from the Skywalkers for a long bit. And that is
Me too.
that is someone that has like I only have one tattoo of a fandom on me, and it's a stormtrooper on my ankle. So
I have
that's
a
me.
Star Wars sleeve
like,
on my leg, and yeah, and I'm even like, oh, I'm tired, boss.
Yeah, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. But that's exactly how I feel, though. Like, I think that there are so many different other cool things that they can do. I would love to see Isaac back. I think he's a phenomenal actor, and I think he has so much range that he really could do something amazing. I mean, we're about to see him come out in Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think that his range is just incredible. And I think that, I don't know, just completely say we forgot that he was Poe and just like make him something completely different. That's what I would like.
I would be down for that. Yeah, if we can
'cause
just forget
I wanna
the
burn
word
those movies.
Somehow Palpatine has returned. I'd be okay with that, and then just let Poe do what I don't care. Give him the keys to the kingdom. I don't know, but you could even just put him in a movie that takes place during the original trilogy, and you don't have to talk about anything else other than here you go, Rogue Squadron movie. He can be a pilot during that. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I mean, and you can make him some kind of species too. I mean, he's no stranger to makeup. I mean, he was Apocalypse, so like, and that's completely like you can't tell that's him. So I mean,
poor guy.
Yeah.
Go into. I'm telling you, oh man, poor guy. I mean, not poor guy. He's rich, right? But
yeah,
still,
yeah.
But still, yeah, you get a bad rap, and it kind of
you're really excited to be. Yeah,
like
hey,
the
I'm in a
stink
Star
stays
Wars.
with you.
I'm in an
Yeah.
X-Men movie, and then it's those.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like he completely recouped from that once he became Moon Knight. So
True. I can't. I want Moon Knight back. Actually.
oh, so
Why
bad.
haven't we had Moon
so
Knight yet?
bad.
Moon Knight back. Oh my lord.
That's one of my top probably 4 Disney Plus series. One of my top 3 or 4 Disney Plus series from Marvel.
Why is he not back yet? Why are we? Guys, you're trying. You know what? I'm not ranting. It's on the day of the Lord. I will not rant. Good God.
Well, it's wild too, because like not trying. Well, I guess screw it. So like, I mean, I want to see him in Doomsday, right? But like, I really feel like he deserves another season before Doomsday. So I feel like there should be more storytelling before then.
Again, Midnight Sun. You could set him, Blade. We had Kit Harington's character, Black Knight. Like we have the pieces there.
Right.
We're just so focused on this main core of Avengers for some reason, and then we're continuously so focused on bringing back the Fox X-Men for some reason. That it's just like, why are we not focused on your Kate Bishops? Why are we not focused on your Miss Marvels, your Moon Knights, like all of these characters?
Yeah.
Shows.
And to tie that all back to Star Wars, why are we so focused on Skywalkers?
Trust me, the Skywalkers were a blip in the galaxy. We have the whole High Republic era. We've got the Jedi Sith Wars. There's so much.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and actually, the whole thing was supposed to be a Star Wars sleeve on my left arm when this was Marvel's sleeve, and they kind of upset me, like with the later trilogy, and it was because I was just so apt, and like after reading the books, I wanted to see the Jason and Jaina solo story, and that's where I wanted it to go. Like I've been so salty ever since. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mandalorian, you know, and them is great, but man,
yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Maybe it's going to be a DC sleeve then, since
there you go. I'll confirm.
we're all up in it now.
that is something I never in my life would thought that I would say, and it is way too early for me to make that call. Way too early. I would probably need to see a good solid 3 to 4 years of DC storytelling. But you never know. You never know.
There's 2 movies, maybe 3 coming out next year, so you're well into it. We got Clayface and Supergirl next year.
Oh yeah, so ready for Clayface.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. I've been a Clayface fan since the 90s Batman animated series. I've been wanting to see him for so long. But y'all ready to jump into some Educated Wish?
Let's go.
So, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein won't just be on Netflix, but it'll be hitting select theaters first.
Yeah. I like that they're taking the gamble and they have so much faith in this movie because I mean everything has looked so great. The teaser that we got to see, like it just looks so ominous, so dark, and just like oh, it looks so good. I want it to be so good.
Yes,
Looks so
I do
good.
too. I'm still mad that Del Toro's Justice League Dark never got made. So I am a big fan of his. And again, like this cast is wicked stacked. So I'm hoping it does well enough in theaters. I of course hate that they are putting it in theaters and they've already announced the day that's coming out on streaming because just modern day everybody's going to be so caught up in the numbers, right? But
Yeah.
so you makes you wonder. But I'll be seeing this in theaters. This is a movie that I think you really should see in theaters. Just some movies you
Absolutely.
need to experience for the first time on the big screen, and I think this is going to be
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah,
And
I hope
so
I
this
hope
is-
it comes to my theater. It probably
So
won't.
this is supposed to come to theaters on October 17th. And the fact that it's in October, that means it's a Halloween movie.
Listen,
It's
yes.
like
Yeah.
it's a spooky, scary, whatever, and it's not coming out into Netflix until November 7th. So now
Yeah.
you're already past Halloween. You missed it. So go
That's
to
a good-
theaters.
Yeah, if you're looking to go to a movie theater, Halloween season, what better way to go? I mean, it makes perfect sense.
The OG.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the OG character, Halloween character.
That's true.
I just know my theater. I don't know why, but all these like special limited, showings, my theaters never get those.
You
We're-
know, I'm kind of that. I'm in like a populated area. Mine sometimes doesn't either, which is weird. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping mine does. Being in
So-
Williamsburg, Virginia, you would think I'd get more, but
Yeah,
I really don't.
yeah. I'm not in a populated area, so
That makes sense.
yeah, I'm in the
Yeah.
boot hill of a little above the boot hill of Missouri. So
But still, like even that's how putting those movies in those theaters still is how you get new fans. All right. So
Yeah.
we need to stop ignoring the small places because like not for nothing, you say you're in the middle of nowhere. Well then what else do you have to do but go to the movies?
well, I mean, mind you, we are in a college town, and we are the biggest town in between St. Louis and Memphis. So you think they would throw something here? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, you know what? We'll campaign it. I'm gonna write
Yeah.
a letter.
All right.
An angry worded tweet.
So Ian McKellen confirms it. Not only Gandalf, but Frodo is also going to be back in the hunt for Gollum. So more and more, I'm ready for this. I've been ready for this for a while.
Yeah. And I love that he was like, all right, we're gonna start taping in May, so we're gonna get some more news. I really do hope that it is Frodo, like our Frodo, like Elijah Wood Frodo, that's coming back. We don't know for certain yet. He just said Frodo.
That's a good point. He said Frodo, and I automatically assumed Elijah Wood was back.
Yeah.
We all did.
Cast Frodo. Come on. Listen,
can't.
Elijah Wood isn't busy. He just did Toxic Avenger, sure, but that was filmed like 2 years ago. He's not up to a whole lot. Why would you not bring him back?
Yeah, that was filmed like
Right.
3 years ago, wasn't it?
Especially if it's Andy Serkis that's
Yeah.
directing. Like,
Mhm.
come on. There's no reason
Yeah.
not to have a lot.
Well, isn't
Maggie
Viggo
Carey.
Mortensen supposed to be back too?
Is he?
That,
I didn't
think,
hear that. Is
So
that?
I read a rumor today. I didn't put it on the list because I didn't get time to do like deep research. But I've
Okay.
heard Viggo Mortensen's back, and like, don't get me wrong, Viggo's showing his age. Now, mind
He's
you,
looking old, yeah.
Ian McKellen has looked the same for the past
I was
25
gonna
years.
say Ian McKellen has looked as old as he does since the first Lord of the Rings. Okay,
Yeah, right.
Since he came out as an actor, you mean,
He's
Sir
like
Ian
Yeah.
Martin,
McKellen?
who has just always looked 75.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
the other day I shared a picture of like I think a 7-year-old, and it had white hair, and it said, "Hey, I found a picture
I
of
saw that
Steve
guy.
Martin when he was 7 years old." I feel like Ian McKellen's that same guy.
Exactly.
Like he's looked like that since he was 6 or 7, but
I've always been like, oh my god, he's gonna die soon, but like, that's just how he's looked since he came out of the womb. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if you do, not for nothing, but if Viggo Mortensen's gonna come back, you can't not like, come on. There's no way I feel they would bring Frodo back, especially Andy Serkis, who is directing, without Elijah Wood signing on. And they all do Comic Cons under the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings banner.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
not like
Yeah.
they're bad. They went out on bad terms. I mean,
right.
Yeah. No,
So-
they there was a movie that just came out with, I think it's called Love Hurts. And oh no, that's Goonies. Disregard.
Oh yeah,
Different
I was gonna
movie.
say, wait, Love Hurts. I did see Love Hurts. Yes, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. That, but
Yeah,
he
Data
was on-
and
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
In that, yes.
Question is, do you
But,
think that?
Samwise Gamgee was in that movie, and that's why my brain went.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
Sean
Yeah, and
Astin. Yeah,
Sean Astin's still around. Bring Samwise.
yeah.
hero of
Well,
Lord of the Rings.
here's a question too. Do you think if all these characters are back in, that we'll get a slight de-aging of them, or do you think we'll get a where they're at now in the story, and then them like looking back and talking about the hunt for Gollum, or like what do you think that we would get, a de-aging or a current day?
I'm so against the aging, man. Ever since the Dial of Destiny,
Oh yeah.
it did me dirty. I
Not as
can't,
dirty as Luke Skywalker was in that one episode of
Oof.
Mandalorian.
Oof.
I think if they're bringing him back, I feel like it's going to be like an actual age and talking about it, perhaps. I also wish, now, aside from Lord of the Rings, this goes out. I wish we weren't so afraid to recast people, but I have another hot take, which is they should just honestly redo the original trilogy of Star Wars at this point, anyways. But that's another conversation for another. There's just gonna be a whole episode of hot takes one day.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But I don't know that I agree with de-aging as well. It just Why?
Yeah. So if you did a recast real quick, side note of Luke Skywalker, would you choose Sebastian Stan?
I would. He looks a lot, or you can go. There's other people out there that I'm sure look pretty similar.
Sure.
Like an actor out there. We don't have to
A no
always
name?
go for,
Yeah.
the number one actors that are big. We don't have to put Pedro Pascal in as Luke Skywalker, right? I mean,
And everything.
find new actors. This is how you find
Yeah.
new talent. But I would do Sebastian Stan. They do look similar, but
Yeah.
I agree. De-aging just kind of. I feel like that takes away some of the magic, I guess.
It does. So Gen V Season 2 just revealed its full episode rollout. Mark your calendars. That is coming soon. I'm
Yes.
so pumped for this.
Yeah.
This is Lauren's favorite. She is obsessed with the boys universe and Gen V, so she is wicked pumped for this show in particular.
Yeah. I loved The Boys, and then Gen V came out, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" And then they had to push
Yeah.
it back because of one of the
Oh,
actors
yeah,
passing
yeah.
away, and that was like unfortunate. But I'm glad that they're still pushing forward and they're still doing it, and that we are having these spin-offs of The Boys, and that they're actually good. Like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
they've
that.
showed pictures too of Jensen Ackles without a beard, which is kind of weird to see.
Yes.
for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time in, like, a long time. But
For
that show
Vault
looks
Rising.
good. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty solid too. I'm excited
I
to
can't
continue on
wait.
in the boys universe because I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot more stories there that they can tell
Mhm.
aside from the main one.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was worried about the first season of Gen V when it came out. I was like, you're always worried about the spin-offs, upholding that
Yeah.
same quality of the original. And I will have to say it easily did for me.
Agreed. It was solid. I didn't finish it. I'll be honest. I'm going to finish it before the second season comes out. For some reason, I just didn't finish that one, but I'm very up to date on the boys. I really much enjoy the boys, so I don't know why. It's one of those shows.
I can't
that
wait for
started-
that last season to come out. I'm afraid
yeah.
and I'm sad. I'm sad
Yeah.
that it's ending, but
Yeah.
I'm
Waiting
ready.
3 years in between seasons is my only complaint, I guess.
Yes.
I just want to see Homelander get killed. That's all I asked for in this
Oh my god,
last
it's gonna be
season.
the most satisfying thing on earth.
Oh, yes.
God.
I
Oh,
love that
man.
we're getting the first 3 episodes of Gen V at once too.
Yes, I do
that
like
we're
that.
getting like a little package deal. Like, hey, like we know it's been a while. Here's 3 episodes at once, and then you'll have to
like
wait a
when they
week
do
for every
those.
single
Yeah.
episode.
Which
Yeah.
is fine, but at least like give us a chance to get the first couple, because what if you can't watch all 3 because they're an hour long? So you got some time to watch all 3 and it keeps you occupied, and then you get that week to week, which also
Yeah.
helps your case, because if you're releasing week to week, you're going to talk about it more. Whereas like I don't like just dropping everything all at once the way like the Bear does, for example, because I feel like the Bear comes and goes and then you don't talk about it at all. It gets lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus like week to week releases, it really does keep the internet occupied for however long, which
Yeah.
is very hard to do anymore.
And it gives us fuel to talk to, add on our weekly
You're not
episodes.
rushing-
So
yeah, and you're not rushing yourself to not get spoiled and everything too, and you're burning yourself out just trying to watch 12 episodes or whatever.
right. And I'm loving
Yeah.
this 2 and 3 episode drops that all of these platforms are doing, recently. Like I like that. And then going into the one, singular after that. But I'm loving the 2 and 3 episode drops just for the get-go. But
I don't like AD's hot
what?
take. He said that Homelander
die.
isn't going to die. He's gonna be
I
one
I
guess
of
hope
dictator.
not. I
they
hope
can
not.
kill. He can die, and I know they're doing it very differently than how the comics ended. So I'm curious to see how they wrap it up, because the comics, I won't spoil, it has a very shocking ending with some reveals with Homelander and stuff like that.
Oh.
But they aren't following that in the show, so I am very curious how that goes. But I do think he can die.
Okay.
Everybody can die. Come on.
Let's see. So the Stranger Things creators, the Duff brothers, are moving on. They just signed a massive Paramount deal and leaving Netflix behind.
Yeah. They signed a 4-year deal. So I like that we're theoretically going to get more stuff from them, because I did like Stranger Things. I think it is done, like, before even now that the last season's coming out. I'm glad that it's ended and that it's done. And I do look forward to seeing what else they have in store.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's been 10 years and we've only gotten not even 5 seasons yet, they have lots of good things to tell. I feel nothing towards Stranger Things right now because it's just been so sparse. It really has. I mean, Millie Bobby Brown's out here adopting kids now.
Yeah.
None of these people are kids anymore, and they're all old, and it's just like, oh my God, it's taken so long.
Yeah.
It is. So forgive me. I actually, our next thing is about the Weasley family selfie photo, and I forgot I downloaded it, but I forgot to upload it.
I'm looking at you and glaring at your soul because we talked about it before we got on.
I actually, while y'all were talking, I was trying to download it real quick, but my computer is.
I did see the selfie at least. I can just picture a bunch of redheaded kids.
Yeah.
So, for what we're trying to talk about right now, for all of you that don't know, the HBO series for Harry Potter, all of the Weasleys have been casted. Oh, look, he got it.
There you go.
Look at you.
See, there they are.
You did it.
I think they look really good as far as the part goes. I'm excited to see. I just hope that we protect the kid actors. That's my biggest hope. Is like, I hope people aren't too crappy towards all of these actors and stuff, because for them it's a really big moment. And I think they look great. The kid who's playing Harry, all the kids in general that are playing, they all look really, really well done. So
and I like that they the creators and directors and stuff that got like the kids to play these roles didn't look for the standard, like, oh, you would had to have been in different roles before you got this one. And a lot of these people, this is their starting out roles, but they just did such phenomenal auditioning that they were like, it would be stupid not to put them in this role. So I love that.
Like, every actor starts somewhere, so why not take a chance? Not everybody needs to be a big name actor, and that's what the original Harry Potter did too, as far as Daniel Radcliffe and all of them. That was like their starting moment. So I think it's pretty rad to give them that jump off point.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, like some of the backlash and stuff some of the people are given for their reasons. I just hope it doesn't affect these kids' career because they don't deserve that.
No, to them this is the biggest moment of their life, man. They're getting to be in Harry Potter, which, everybody pretty much has some sort of. I was going to midnight releases for the books as a kid, and so it's always going to hold a special place in your heart. There are issues with the person who created it, not with the kids. So you can separate the person who created it from like the kids who are just getting this monumental moment in their life.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So Fallout Season 2 drops its first teaser, set to arrive December 17th. This can't come soon enough.
Yes. I am so excited.
Yeah, so they released this at Gamescom, which is what I was talking about for last week. And actually getting to watch the trailer, seeing that Vegas sign, having the flashbacks of before the nuclear kind of thing happened with the bomb, in accordance with the video game. But really getting to see, like, God damn it, what is the thing with the horns? The death, I want to say Death Eater, but it's not a Death Eater. I can't think of what the name is, and I'm hating myself for this right now. But anyway, like, getting to see like this trailer teaser has been just amazing. I absolutely enjoyed every second of it.
Same. I'm so pumped. It was surprisingly the first season was really. I mean, Amazon kills their series in general, but everybody was so good. Ella Purnell, Walton Goggins, like everybody was so good. I cannot wait for this.
Deathclaw.
Yeah. And finally, we're getting a video game adaptation done right too. Like, it's just kind of like a breath of fresh air for people who love video games to get to actually not loathe what's being produced.
And I love that you don't have to have played the video game to understand the storytelling and really feel connected to it. Because Blake's never played the video games,
Neither
but
has Lauren.
absolutely loves the series.
Same.
Love the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren's never, she hasn't played video games, but she's all about this series, and it connects with everybody. My wife as well. She loves the series. She's not a gamer. So she's super into it, and I think that's another testament to how good you're adapting something at the same time for fans of like us who play games and are really into the property, and then also people who have no idea what it's about, and you're connecting both. Like, that's really hard to do nowadays.
Yeah. That's damn good writing when you can actually take the fans and the people who know nothing about it and they collaboratively love it. Yeah, that's super rare. Super rare. So from cult icon to canned water, Toxie is now the face of Liquid Death.
I don't know if you saw the little commercial that he has that came out with this, but absolutely hilarious. He at the end of the commercial, he's like mopping up the kid that he very much dismembered. So looking forward to this. I was talking about it I think a couple of nights ago with a couple of my friends, and we were hanging out, and they didn't even know that Toxic Avenger was like coming out with another remake. So I showed them the trailer, and you've met Kristen, and she was just like, "Oh, we're still going to the drive-in movie theater to watch this." I was like, "Oh yeah, we are."
That's the perfect. That's like the perfect place to watch this movie at as well.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. It's supposed to be coming out next weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it next weekend, but definitely going to go to the drive-in theater to watch this.
Yeah,
that would be great. We have one drive-in theater. It's like an hour and a half away from us, but close. It's like the only one left around here. And I think last week, a tornado went through there and ripped it all up. So it's out of commission for a while, but they have plans of making sure to rebuild it right back. They're not letting it go. So thank goodness for that. But Seth Rogen teases Pineapple Express 2, and he admits though he's not usually a sequel guy.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Yeah, no, it's an absolutely hilarious movie. And he was just kind of sitting there and talking, and it was in an interview that he said that, I'm not usually great with sequels, but maybe one day is how he responded to it. And the fan had said oh, do you think that we know that you originally didn't make Pineapple Express 2 because of the budgetary reasons. And do you think that now, because of how things have changed, do you think that this could be a thing? And that was his response. So it's an update. It's positive-ish, but we'll see.
I don't know. See, my only thing is I know him. He's not cool with James Franco anymore. So I'm curious how that would go. I almost don't want them to ever do a sequel, just because this is one of the best comedies I loved growing. I always,
it's hilarious.
I thought Hurricane Season was over. I just movie every day for no reason at all. So to me, it's one of those pristine ones where I don't want to have a Zoolander 2 where you're just, oh God, this is what is this? And so I'm cool, and I like what Seth Rogen's doing now, especially with Apple TV and kind of getting
the
more
studio.
Yeah, Seth
man.
Rogen, I used to have my beef with him just being who he was, but he's really done a lot of good stuff that I love to see him continuously expand his genres.
I will say Seth Rogen's he's kind of like Will Ferrell for me. He's hit and miss. There's a handful of stuff I like. There's a handful of stuff I don't. I will say Pineapple Express is probably my favorite thing of Seth Rogen's up until the studio came out. The studio is so good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I actually think I enjoyed it better than Pineapple Express. But Pineapple Express also is not quite in the same realm. But Pineapple Express is hilarious. And Craig Robinson too. Love Craig Robinson. Yeah,
it's still warm.
It's dinner's going to be cold tonight. But just so many great one-liners in that movie.
So good, man.
But Alien Earth, we hit episode 3. Metamorphosis changes everything. Tay, since you're the die-hard Alien fan, I'll let you kick this off. I'm loving this. So,
God, it is so good. I'm so happy. I'm honestly everything you just like you're watching it and you're seeing like one of the cyborgs that's kind of like getting close to one of the eggs in this episode, and he's like the egg is reacting and you're like, how, why is he sweating? And they kind of like explain it. New Rockstars is an absolute great like breakdown about this too if you
Great
guys haven't
breakdown.
seen it. It's like a little 20-minute video, absolutely worth it. But I am absolutely enjoying everything about this this series, and I knew that I was going to, and now actually getting to watch it, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted it to be. The creepy like xenomorphs just popping around the corner, just like and just kind of hiding, but also being very much there. Also, Maddie, have you seen it?
I haven't seen episode 3. I've seen the first 2
Okay.
episodes. I love
Okay.
the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
Absolutely so in the bag with how they are doing that stalking, slow burning thriller.
Yeah.
Somebody is following you, something's following you. And then at the end of episode 2, when they're there with the eggs, you're right. I was sitting there, why are you getting close to this thing? I know that they are synthetics, but they are also like human conscious inside of them. And
Mm-hmm.
the way that they're playing that whole thing up. And I'm just like, dude, what? Like, come on. And it did such a great job of raising your heart rate because you didn't know at what turn, where were things going to go. And then the xenomorphs too, there were a lot of practical effects, which I thought was cool. And they did not hold back with those things. Like they really let the xenomorph rip through. And I just haven't had time this week because I am so in the bag for this franchise and this movie in particular, or the show, I should say.
I look. Can we talk about too, like how great these like new set of sins are, acting like their kids' brains in their bodies? Like the acting that they're doing is like
the hybrids.
It's so believable, like so believable.
Make you scared still too because you know that like they're kids inside, right?
Yeah.
But
right.
Obviously, they have more abilities being synthetics, and so the fact that they are essentially children makes you kind of even more just tense. Because it is like kids are being thrown to the wolves and you don't want them to get hurt, but you know somehow they are probably going to get hurt in different ways. And
right.
it just builds that
I can't wait for you to watch this.
Yes. Well,
I'm gonna have to let you know what happened. I'm gonna
why I like, so I will say this episode 3 is what made it stand out even more so, like with how they're acting as kids' brains and stuff. Like it's so good. It's so good.
All right. I'm gonna have to watch it probably tonight then. I'm gonna find time.
But man, and I like to outside the Alien deal, like outside, how they're also doing this Predator, how they're doing Predator storytelling too. I'm a huge Predator fan. I will say this: the newer Alien, I've liked Alien, but I've always chose Predator over Alien. But the newer stuff of the Alien is really got me about level on both of them.
Proper Alien versus Predator movie.
Man.
Like Predator Badlands, I'm really excited for that because you're seeing a Predator, like you're giving, because what comics are doing right now, in particular Ben Percy, is with his Predator versus the Marvel Universe, for example, he's been really building up the lore of the Yacha. And so now the movies of Badlands are doing a lot of that too, which is just what Killer of Killers did, is when we're expanding on that lore and you're kind of now, okay, cool, now there's a synthetic and there is a Predator on his first hunt. What are they hunting down? It's just such good storytelling. And then, one of the comments is Romulus was good. Romulus was so damn good.
Good.
Oh my God, it was phenomenal. So I want more of these. Please just keep letting them build these universes up again.
Yeah.
For sure. So Ben Stiller steps back from Severance Season 3 to focus on his World War II survival film.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that since you're such a big Severance fan?
I mean, I absolutely love everything they've done with Severance so far. So I think there's other people. I mean, are they going to, I think from this, they're going to let somebody come in, right? Or he's not like putting it on the back burner. Someone else just is going to take his place.
Yeah, he's taking a step back from Severance 3. Like, Severance 3 is still happening.
Right.
Like, Season 3 is still happening. He's just like, I'm not going to be the director of it. I only have so much time left on my plate as a human being that I want to focus on what I want to focus on. So I
think there's a lot of people out there that are very capable of continuing the quality of Severance. I just hope. I'm sure they will. I mean, they've built a strong, quick fan base for this, I believe, and it's really a series that sets itself aside. I think from anything that's been made. To me personally, so I don't think they'll take a chance of putting it in the hands of the wrong person. I have faith that they'll put it in the hands of the right person to continue the same quality. But this is one of my, I would say in the past 5 years or so, it's probably one of my favorite shows I've watched.
I honestly haven't seen it. My wife's big into it. I have not watched it, but I do know what it's all about. And I'm agreeing with you. When I first heard this, I like to think if Ben Stiller probably has a hand in like, hey, I think this person would be a really good replacement for me. I don't think he's going to leave him out to dry, just because that's not who Ben Stiller is. And so I have a feeling that they're going to be just fine. Especially Apple is people sleep on Apple TV, especially their TV series. But you know, Shrinking is my favorite show.
Yes.
So what they do on that, trust me,
so good.
They have so many good bangers on that streaming platform that they know what they're doing there. I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, Tay turned me on to Shrinking, and like, it's one of my favorite series too. Like, I fell in love with it, and like, it's wild, so wild about Shrinking. Like, it's got great comedy, but it's got so much emotion in it too. Man. Like, you're laughing 1 minute, and then you got a tear rolling down your face. Like, what the heck's going on? But like, it's so good, so much depth, so much layers of depth. Yes. It's so good.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, The Conjuring, Last Rites. Super excited, big Conjuring fan. And I'm going to buy this popcorn bucket, but they have an Annabelle popcorn bucket that is coming out. But, yeah.
Very much.
No way. No way.
So funny thing, popcorn buckets, or I collect helmets. I love collecting helmets from movie franchises.
I have helmets and popcorn buckets here too, but
so mine are all on top of my kitchen cabinets. Can you imagine that thing sitting up there, and at nighttime you walk in through, you catch Annabelle up there on top of your kitchen cabinet?
Nope.
So quick 5-second little spiel about Tay and how AD and I had just started dating, and my grandmother decided to give me a standing doll with a base.
Nope.
So I decided to go into his house and put it on the top. And the base housing that we were in had this like pew on the top where it was cut
base
out.
So
I just
haunted as it is.
right, and there was wood paneling, right? So you know how old those things are. So I put the doll there, and I just waited for him to find it. He was not happy. He was not happy about that at all.
He said, "Bruh,
nope, you are not catching me." Nope.
Oh man,
I am not. Those things, I don't play like dolls. I have a friend, he's obsessed with like the American Girl dolls. Nope, those things terrify.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those like all dressed up, like perfect curly hair.
Really?
I'm white, but I'm not that white, so you will not catch me with dolls. Nope.
So a little fun fact real quick, it won't take long. So my great uncle's house was built, they didn't know it, but it was built on Indian burial grounds. Native American burial grounds, yeah. And my mom would go spend the night when she was a kid there with her cousin. And they had, back then, they had porcelain dolls were pretty common, right? It wasn't such a weird thing. But my second cousin had 3 porcelain dolls. And literally in the middle of the night, they were floating in the middle of the air. They had a bunch of other weird stuff happen in the house. But yeah, like legitimately,
Nope.
not one person, they both seen it. They both seen it.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the house mysteriously blew up one day.
I'm sure
just
it did.
to smithereens.
That house up to
Yeah.
see a porcelain doll floating. Oh yeah, insurance. I don't know the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more thing, real quick. Like they had like giant pictures hanging in like living rooms through the walkway to the kitchen stuff. They would walk in a room randomly, and they'd all be flipped upside down.
Nope.
And you want an Annabelle popcorn bucket in your house?
No, I want that. That's a popcorn bucket that some factory made. Yeah.
Annabelle's pieces. Annabelle. I don't know.
And this is the last time we heard of Blake.
The Conjuring.
We live in the middle of nowhere. We're never gonna find you.
The Conjuring movies are my favorite. Like out of all horror movies and stuff, I think they are some of the most well put together, and written and acted horror movies to me. But I think maybe it's because a lot of it's based heavily in the true stuff that happened with Ed Lorraine, and so I think I just love the care and the effort that's been put into those movies.
And then you want to bring something home. Good for you.
Your middle of nowhere, Woodland, Missouri house. No, that's where all this stuff happens at. Okay, you don't hear about New York City being haunted. You hear about middle of the woods. All right.
I'll be moving to Texas next year, so I'll be out of here.
Oh yeah.
So just leave it haunted for somebody else.
Right. I will leave Annabelle there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where these bruises started popping up on me for. But completely different subject. Emily in Paris locks in December 18th return with 10 brand new episodes.
My wife's pumped for this. She watches this. By proxy, I've seen some of it.
Okay, I am obsessed with it. That is like this is my Bridgerton, I guess, because I'm not a Bridgerton fan. So Emily in Paris is where I get my like cliche, like very much a girl goes to Paris, falls in love.
Their outfit choices. I'm like, wow, they keep coming up with some crazy outfits. All right.
Yeah, they're a fashion industry, so I love that they test the limits, and I love that Lily Collins is getting like all of this fame and everything on it. And then she is apparently supposed to be in Rome for this one, so there's like a bunch of like pictures that came out to show that she's in Rome for season 5. And then I just recently actually read that one of the casting like set people actually like passed away like either yesterday or today.
Assistant something. Yeah, I did see
that because the set collapsed on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They probably didn't popcorn bucket, so
yeah.
Sorry.
But I'm really excited for this series. I don't know, like it's something that is just like a guilty pleasure, I guess, of mine. That I just really enjoy watching. But yeah, 10 episodes.
We all got them. Listen, tomorrow night's the Love Island reunion, so I'm gonna be sat watching that. Okay, we all got our things.
Blake, what you got? What's your guilty pleasure? You gotta have one.
I like Bridgerton.
There you go. See,
I do.
That's one I haven't even sat to watch.
I've only watched the first season. Nothing's like made me continue watching it. I will one day, but I enjoyed the first season of it. So that's the first thing. I guess that's the main thing I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a girls' day brunch where I try to get into it, and it's not my cup of tea.
They have a cool. The way they weave in popular music, like pop culture music and things, is pretty cool. How they do it there, but I see what you're saying. That's one. Normally, I'll get sucked into these as I'm like sitting there half asleep on the couch. That's not one I could follow. I just go play video games.
So where you mentioned bring in pop culture music, but they do it with the orchestra, stuff. So like I'm a huge fan. I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. They've been pretty popular, I think, for probably 15 years. But Two Cellos, y'all ever watch Two Cellos on YouTube? So it's two guys. They actually perform in huge concerts. Two guys with two cellos. But they'll do like AC/DC, Back in Black, and like they even actually have some music videos. Like one I can't remember what the song was now. But anyways, it's a new song, but they did it on the two cellos. But they start out doing like Beethoven, Mozart, and stuff. Yeah. And then like they're like wearing the wigs, they're dressed like them. And it gets wild. Like
that sounds like something I could get into. I'm
telling like you see the energy these guys give. I mean, like the bowstrings are just busted. I mean, like, and they're like laying on their back, going in circles, playing the cello. I mean, I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it if you watch just YouTube Two Cellos.
Okay.
Yeah. But let's see. The Broken Lizard Crew is back. Super Troopers 3 is officially in the works.
Yes, I love Super Troopers. I love it so much. I liked the second one, and surprisingly, I thought for sure like, oh great, here we go. No, I enjoyed the second one, man. The first movie, another one that I quote far too often, and then I regularly think about how I could also probably chug an entire bottle of maple syrup. So I love these movies. I didn't even know this was a thing, and then I saw it get posted, and I was like, "Yeah, say less. I'm absolutely in. Like, let's go."
Fun fact: I have seen bits and pieces of the first one, and that's it. I've never watched it all the way through. Never seen the second. There's no reason either. There's like no reason. I just never have.
I thought you were
Like,
saying there's no reason to watch them. I was like, there's a lot.
oh no, there's no reason why I haven't. Like, there's no like, oh, I don't like them or I don't like this actor type thing. It's just I just never have. I don't know why.
I can't wait.
I need to put that on my list before this comes out. So
Yeah. I don't think I've ever.
Sit down and watch.
Okay.
The people in the audience, they'll understand that if they've seen it. You haven't seen
Oh,
it?
that was just no.
Lord. All right, guys.
I'm sorry.
We got homework to do. All right.
So Orlando Bloom says Pirates 6 only works if Johnny Depp returns. Do we all agree to this?
I'm gonna hot take and say yes.
I actually must say yes.
I would also say yes. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a popular take.
I get like Johnny Depp's not the most popular person right now. However, he was those movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without his antics and the things that he does before they tried to make him too goofy, like
Right.
with the Black Pearl, for example, which they have that Lego set coming out in October and it looks beautiful.
Ooh.
You know, I think that's the only way you really can do it. And if you're bringing the, you know, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, them back, you got to bring him back. Come on.
Yeah.
'Cause they tried to do
They
it.
both said that they're already coming back. So, and I think even what's his face? Captain Barbosa. I think he's
Oh,
yeah.
Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So to me, I mean, Johnny Depp was the heart and soul of those movies. I mean, really, he really was. And if you want to guarantee a new Pirates movie this late, as me has already been done, and you want to guarantee success, you need him in it. I truly feel like you need him in it, and I don't think there'd be anybody have one complaint about him being in it at all. So.
Well, the internet, all right. The internet's going to complain about something.
Well, yes, that's true, man. It's bad. What's wild to me, like I get numbers matter, but I am so over everybody comparing the success of a movie over the dollar amount now.
I am
like
so tired, man.
Oh my god! Like like I feel like that's all everybody watches now is how much they've brought in opening weekend by the time they leave, and that's what and people will hate. I mean, straight hate talk stuff if it didn't do a dollar amount that, like a goal it should have. And I'm like, y'all's not even like Thunderbolts. I mean, so good, but then everybody just wants to talk about how it didn't bring that much money in. Well, you know what? That's because y'all's lost. You didn't see it in theater. I mean, it does not make it because it was not a good movie. I don't know.
Not even. But like, what's crazy, right? Is I truly believe the day of $1 billion movies are just about done, right? I mean, the only way you hit $1 billion is if you global, but everything's just expensive. It's expensive to make the movies. It's expensive if you want to take a family of 4 or whatever, it's over $100, right? And then granted they go to streaming right away, but then like the streaming numbers really actually bring in money too. And people don't realize that because streaming numbers bring in revenue and there's ads on these streaming platforms now. Not everybody has the premium package because we're back to ads. Speaking of which, my kids found out ads because I was like, I'm going to go to Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Well, yeah, we're not paying for the premium. And they were up in arms. But like $1 billion movies just aren't going to happen. And not every movie needs to make $1 billion. Right. That's okay. Like Superman hit 600 million. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're just not going to see these $1 billion movies anymore, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another thing, too. Like you said, they make money off streaming, but there is no way, or at least it's not been released, there's never been a way to see what percentage they get off of streaming. So we'd never get to see those streaming dollars. We'll never get to see that breakdown. I don't know if we ever will, to be honest with you, because there's so much that gets taken out of that. I don't think they'll ever give us that breakdown and give us that big of an insight on, the industry. But, like, there's plenty of they're making money. And here's the other thing, too, which, Kevin Feige spoke on this, but, you don't have to throw in huge name people in these new these huge movies that you're trying to like debut. Yeah, I mean, like, look what y'all did. Y'all brought in a lot of people that not with a big name starting out the MCU and have phenomenal actors. You can still do that. Yeah. So like, just be a little bit more, smarter and strategic on who you
tell a good story. People are going to show up.
Right. Exactly. Speaking of great stories and great actors, new Chadwick Boseman documentary is coming from the same team that made the Christopher Reeve Superman documentary. Oh yeah.
So I'm ready to cry for this one.
I'm gonna cry. I have nothing else to say other than that's
definite.
Be depressing.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you right now. So, like with the Christopher Reeve one, I didn't expect to get emotional, and I did in it.
Oh, good.
And so with me knowing I got emotional with that one they made, I know I'm going to get emotional with this one because I have way stronger ties to Chadwick Boseman than I do Christopher Reeve. So, whew.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
Don't really want to talk about this next one,
That's
but
okay.
Yeah, you do.
Piece of news Lauren's very depressed about as well.
yeah. So
Blake is big time sad on this.
Dexter Original Sin is officially dead despite the season 2 renewal. I think this is stupid because the freaking cast, every single person they cast on this for a younger version was perfect.
I heard it was good too. Like,
and the storytelling, yes, it was. And the Dexter Resurrection that they're doing right now, completely different spin than you've seen of him, and that's really good. Like both of them, super solid, amazing shows. I don't know why they're doing this. I really don't know why.
That is interesting because I thought they kind of brought. Oh, what you got?
So we know that Paramount recently got a new owner, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we all know about that. So this is one of the things that they had to take a look at. So they were either going to more focus on Resurrections or go back and do Original Sin. And their focus is more on Resurrections. So they decided, they said back in April that they were going to renew it for season 2. And they never actually set a date. So when the company got bought out, like a month ago or whatever it was, this was one of the things that's on a permanent like hiatus status, and it's just completely dead, according to Vanity anyway. Variety.
Interesting.
Variety. My bad.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I know Lauren. That was like she's obsessed with Dexter, and so I know I ruined her Disney cruise by texting her that. So you know what? That's what she
Yeah.
like, honestly,
I am big mad.
Like, it just sucks that some of these things that are actually doing good and reviving some of these shows are getting the axe. And meanwhile, we have so many other just really worse off television shows or movies. And
and that's what they said too, is that it did actually really well. But they're just like looking at they're looking at money and numbers right now, and it was like they said the writers room never like opened, and the dates for production were never set, so they just can't.
Yeah, it's wild too, because like it had a wild, like it was very receptive to the crowd. Like nobody had nothing bad to say about it at all. And like the guy that they picked to play a younger Dexter, spot on. He even like physically looks like what you think a younger Dexter would look like. But like the way he carries himself and portrays Dexter, you can tell like he did his homework. I mean, like he gives you that Michael C. Hall feel. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I can always write the. Was it the Duff brothers going to Paramount, right? So I tell them like, hey, your first project from Paramount needs to bring this back to life.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, I think that's all we got today. Do you want to give a shout out and like tell everybody where to find you all at and stuff?
Absolutely, yeah. So myself and my co-host Lauren, each week Mondays when we release episodes of Hops Geek News, you can find us there. Any social media platform, any podcast platform. We're doing a back to school and 30th anniversary episode, which drops tomorrow on Billy Madison. But we've been going through shows like Supernatural, which I've watched for the first time, kind of doing that. And then just each week, I finished it up after watching it for over 2 years. We do panels on it all the time and whatnot at Comic Cons, but we're season 13 now reviewing it. So that'll probably drop this week as well. But yeah, each week. And then I'm on social media just acting stupid. So you can find us.
Yeah, and we'll put all your tags and handles and everything in the description. So if you can't find them, you can find it in the description box. So
there.
But
thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure having you.
I can't wait to either come back or have you guys on ours, and I really appreciate it. So thanks for having me come on. I'm glad we share a lot of the same feelings and thoughts too, which is always nice.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll catch everybody later.
Peace.
Bye.